Hey, welcome back, everybody. I made a video because there's nothing else to do during the quarantine. So go ahead and give it a watch. There's a lot of exposition. If you want to skip it, just look at the timestamp up above. Just go ahead. Guilty of a crime I didn't commit. I was walking home like really late or whatever, and some wealthy guy was trying to like peer pressure some girl to get in his car or something like that. I don't know if he like picked her up off the street, whatever, but he hit her. So my character comes up and he's like, "Hey, don't do that." Pushes him over. He's drunk. He's inebriated. Pushes him over. He hits his head and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna sue you." And so now I have a criminal record, right? So I went to Tokyo to serve probation under the care of Sojiro Sakura, and you'll see him in a second. He's an acquaintance of my parents, apparently. I've never seen, like, you don't see your parents in the game, or at least not as far as I've gotten. Then I find this, like, weird icon on my phone app, like the first day of school or whatever, right? And I just kind of swipe it away. On top of that, it's raining, and there's been a bunch of train accidents. The train driver would like go mad and then just like fucking full speed, excuse my language, full speed the train and killed like tons of people. And then there was a bus driver who kind of pretty much did like verbatim the same thing, full speed, killed a bunch of people. So like the trains are packed and everything. Ended up getting to like part way to school pretty late, right? Ended up walking instead of whatever, raining, weird phone app. I run into this guy, his name's Ryuji, right? And Ryuji's like kind of filling me in, and come to find out we both go to the same school. He's going to show me how to get to the school from where I was at that point in time. And on the way there, how I put this. Anyways, on the way there, that weird app is like recording the voice or whatever, and you have to have these three like keywords basically to get into somebody's, if you know what a mind palace is, to get into somebody's like mind palace or whatever, and it only locates like the evil people's mind palace and yada yada yada. This is going a little far ahead, so I'm not really trying to explain it. But basically we end up in like a castle thing, right? And that's coming up here in a second. But I go to sleep, I have a dream, guy called Igor, that's his picture, and learns I must rebel against a fate of ruin. I also meet mysterious twins who instruct me to seek rehabilitation. So the whole so this is like my mind palace, and I think I feel like I'm in a prison subconsciously. So I'm like in a jail cell and like, rehabilitation. That's kind of like the theme, right? It's like breaking free of your fate. Yeah, and then my first day, I meet Ryuji, and we wander into a strange castle where a self-declared king almost kills them. Luckily, my persona awakens. I have like a summon or whatever. And then with the help of Morgana, who's like this little cat humanoid thing, we escape like that castle or whatever. And then what happens after that is that's me. Oh wait, no, that was the first thing that happened. All right. Well, oh well. So I'm going through a casino. I'm carrying with me some sort of treasure. It's not alluded to what. I'm guided by my teammates. I fight off bizarre monsters as I try to escape from the casino with the treasure. I get cornered. I try to flee by jumping through a window, but then there's like 100 SWAT team waiting outside, and they beat the shit out of me. I get thrown into an interrogation room, and I get questioned by like Secret Service type government people, right? And they just beat me, pretty much. And then I had to like sign an ambiguous confession with only one thing specified, his name. Oh, so Sei Nijima is like a public prosecutor trying to like find out what the truth is, like what the actual case is or whatever. So she's interrogating me about like the other world and stealing hearts, and all of that's going to get into detail in a second, right? And then I'm under the influence of like a truth serum or whatever, right? Yeah. And then, you know, so basically as I play through this game, this is me retelling like what happened or whatever, right? And then, you know, everything else happened. I meet Igor, have that weird dream, castle, yada yada yada. So the king of that castle that I was in, the evil mind palace, literal palace, he is the gym teacher at the school I go to, which is Shujin Academy. And he is a prick, and he's a sexual predator. And he's a masochist. Masochist? No. He likes inflicting pain on other people, not himself. But he's the volleyball team coach, and the volleyball team at our school is like really, really, really good. And he used to be like, I think like just a really good volleyball player, and then he came back and was the coach for that. So he sees himself as like the king of the castle, king of the school, right? So that's why his mind palace is a castle, and he thinks he's the king, and yada yada yada. So we went back into his castle because Ryuji has some sort of history with him. We haven't found out what yet, so I'm not going to spoil it, but he has some sort of history, so he doesn't like the gym teacher. And most people that can see past his facade, which is very, very few and limited number of people, don't like him at all, because he's like literally the worst human being at that school. So we go back into that castle, we get caught again, obviously. And we find out like all the people that are in his castle, so he has the prisoners or whatever, and those are the volleyball team players. We find out like they're not the actual people that are in his mind palace, it's just how he views them. So they're being tortured, although they're like pretty much figments of his inner consciousness, imagination, whatever. They're not actual people, but that's how he views them. And when, you know, they are at team practice and stuff, like they're pretty fucking beat up, the volleyball team. You'll see it. So yeah, so and then we get caught again, and then Ryuji awakens his persona, so now he has his own summon. And then we escaped the castle again. We went to bed, and now we're waking up. So this is the third day of school. Oh, I never went to bed. Oh, we're gonna beat him up. Just wait. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. So this is like my mind palace, or like inner subconscious sanctum or whatever. And the guy at the desk is Igor.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. I thought about resuming our previous conversation tonight. That is why I have summoned you. What are your thoughts? Are you becoming accustomed to this place? What are your thoughts? Ah, glad to hear it. It seems you have nerves of steel. The goal of your rehabilitation is to thwart the fated ruin. However, such a feat cannot be done by you alone. Today, you entered a partnership with someone who awoke to the same power, did you not? Involving yourself with others is an important foundation for your recovery. You've done well. That said, I am not advising the formation of superficial relationships. It must not be a frivolity, but a ring of those who would, by morals or faith, lend you their strength. In other words, they are bonds with those who have been robbed of their places to belong. The expansion of said ring will, in return, help you mature as well.
Personas are the strength of heart. The stronger the bonds that surround you, the more power your personas will gain.
There are countless people in the city who have talents that a weakling like you doesn't. You better rack that noggin of yours and get them on your side. We'll change that into power.
Indeed, you should be prepared to use even myself, or your ambitions will not come to fruition. We have a deal then.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow.
Am I unfrozen now?
It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the full persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Well, you will understand it all in due time. Continue devoting yourself to your rehabilitation.
Now this conversation's over. Get lost, inmate.
How annoying. We've barely started high school and already they're making us play at a volleyball rally? And why are they pitting us against the teacher team? Kamoshida's gonna crush us. We get to see his technique live and in person though. We should totally get spiked on. Yeah, okay. You're gonna get your face smashed in. Just look at how banged up the volleyball team is. What the hell goes on during their practices?
So Kamoshida's the volleyball coach. The guy I've been telling you about.
Okay, quiet down.
As you all know, today is the volleyball rally. Head to the gymnasium once you get changed, got it?
Nice toss! Yeah! Man, you still got it, coach! Thanks. Let's go for one more!
Still sticks out. Hasn't changed a bit.
Pretty boring. Right?
Get dunked on, kid.
Sorry. Hey, are you alright? Someone, take him to the nurse's office.
Yeah, you got punked on.
let's resume the match.
That asshole's acting like a king over here, too. Get to know each other better, my ass. It's just a one-man show for him to stroke his ego. Oh, and how he acted like he was worried about Mishima. Oh, what an abusive D-bag. Well, anyways, now's our chance to go look for the guys we saw were slaves yesterday. Let's look for the faces we saw at the castle. All the members of the team should be here today. I'll be sure to find someone to spill about Kamoshida's physical abuse. Just you wait, asshole. Oh, you're coming with me too. The first one that popped out was a guy from Class D, so let's start from there. That's your class. Hopefully you can get him to talk without any issues. People have been avoiding me lately, so... Oh, but you're kind of in the same boat, huh?
Got a blast. Capable of shanking your ass too. How's it going? You tell me first. No good. Everyone's too freaked out about Kamoshida, but I still got a lead. A first year, new member. He just joined, so he might not be wrapped up in Kamoshida's web of bullshit yet. Go ask around the first years, see if you can find him. Wow, I can check phone messages now. Great. Damn it, we're out of time. How did it go? Take a wild guess. You're coming on too strong. Yeah, I know. I'm straight to the point. I want to get over with. So you didn't have any luck either. Okay, let's regroup for now. See you in the courtyard. On my way.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
I mean, I guess. I'm kind of busy.
It'll be quick. Anyway, what's with you? Like how you were late the other day was a lie and all? There's that weird rumor about you too.
What do you want with him?
Yeah, what do you want?
Right back at you. You're not even in our class.
We just happen to get to know each other.
What are you planning on doing to Mr. Kamoshida?
Huh? I see. I getcha. You're all buddy-buddy with Kamoshida after all.
This has nothing to do with you, Sakamoto.
If you found out what he's been doing behind your back, you'd dump him right away.
Behind my back? What's that supposed to mean?
You wouldn't get it.
Anyway, people are already talking about you two. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but no one's gonna help you. I'm warning you, just in case. That's all.
Why's she gotta be so aggressive all the time?
You know her?
We just went to the same middle school. Anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. I had no luck on my end. What about you? Did anything like someone's name turn up? Huh? Special coaching, huh? True. I always see the guy covered in bruises. Let's go talk to him before he leaves then. Hey, got a second? Sakamoto? And you too. Come on, we just want to chat. Kamoshida's been coaching you, huh? You sure it's not just physical abuse? Certainly not. What are you talking all polite for? Anyways, we saw him spike you today, right in the face.
That was just because I'm not good at the sport.
Still, that doesn't explain all the other bruises you've got. They're from practice. Is he forcing you to keep quiet?
That's...
What's going on here? Mishima, isn't it time for practice?
I'm not feeling well today.
What? Maybe you're better off quitting then. You're never going to improve that crappy form unless you show up to practice.
Didn't you hear? He ain't feeling well.
Well, Mishima, are you coming to practice or not?
I'll go.
As for you, any more trouble and you'll be gone from the school for sure.
Bastard.
Same goes for you. Didn't the principal tell you to keep in line?
You have an amazing spike, sir.
Just don't get in the way of my practice. All these unsettling rumors are making the students anxious after all.
That's your own goddamn fault.
This won't get us anywhere. Let's go, Mishima. Shujin Academy is a place where those with aspirations come to learn. Unworthy students like yourselves don't have any right to be here. Get with the program.
Yes, sir. That asshole. He's gonna pay for this.
There's no point.
Huh?
Proving that he's physically abusing us is meaningless. Everybody knows. Principal, our parents, they all know, and they all keep quiet about it.
This has gotta be a joke.
Don't be a pain. You don't understand what I'm going through. Shouldn't you, of all people, know that nothing's going to help?
Damn it. No, I ain't giving up. I'll try one more time to persuade the other guys. That's all I can do.
Yeah, they did put a sickness as a name, that's why I laughed. So I live in the attic of a coffee shop, by the way. Which is Sojiro's coffee shop now. Hey, this don't make any damn sense. The principal and even the parents know about the abuse. Why ain't nobody speaking up? They're afraid of Kamoshida. That can't be the only thing keeping both the principal and parents quiet, though. It's basically because Kamoshida made the volleyball team famous, yeah? Even so, they don't give him the right to do whatever he wants. He's beating kids up, and all they're allowed to do is endure. And that follower of his doesn't give one single shit. What follower? On Takamaki. I'm just gonna say on. You met her in the courtyard, remember? You should know her. I mean, she's in your class, dude. Ugh, what a little bull. I can't let it end like this. I'm gonna try and find someone who knows about what's going on with Kamoshida during break tomorrow. Just you watch, I ain't giving up. Yeah, eventually I'll get to clean the room and decorate it a bit, but I'm still in like the first couple of days of the game.